really in my bed in my house talking about me while I'm outside in my driveway?
Tell me what you want, babe. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll make you my favorite. Tell me what you want now. I will give it somehow. I will be the best, babe. I wanna have fun with you.
Welcome back to my channel. So as you can already tell by the title, this is a story time. I took a poll a few months back and said that I was going to be starting to do story times because y'all, when I say I'm only 24, but I got so many stories in my bag, like it's beyond crazy. Make sure you go ahead and sub to my channel. I would definitely appreciate it. And I'm telling you, sis, you gonna love it here. And I'm telling you now, you're gonna love it here. So stay a while, okay? Join the family. Join the family. I love to have you. But I'm just gonna tell y'all a little like background information or whatever, and then like we really go get into the juicy part, okay? I actually have had so many toxic friends within the past few years. Like I literally was just on the phone with my sister, like, girl, which one should I start with? Like, what's the juiciest one to reel them into all of these juicy story times coming in the future? You know what I mean? Like, which one's gonna set it off? And she chose this one, so here we go. If you don't already, make sure like you got you a drink. I had to go get me a drink, y'all, and I showed this in my vlog. I literally love these things. It's the Tropical Rhythms Mango Carrot. I keep a whole bunch of these in my fridge. Okay, so I first met this girl. Dang, we need to give her a name. And I'm really bad with names because I kind of just want to say the person's name, but I'm not going to do that. And sorry if I keep like doing all of this. Y'all, I talk with my hands. So if you can't deal with it, I'm sorry. But yeah, I talk with my hands. So basically I met this girl through a mutual friend that I was working with. Well, okay, the beginning of this story takes place in Greensboro because I used to live in Greensboro. I went to North Carolina A&T State University, and I met this particular girl. Damn, she needs a name. I'm really not good with names because I need to know that I'm going to remember her name. Okay, let's call her Lisa. I don't know. We just gonna call her Lisa. So I had met Lisa through a mutual friend that I had met while working at Forever 21 at Four Seasons Mall. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, I met her through a mutual friend, and we had all went out one day. I believe it was like Applebee's or something like that. And then went back to like the mutual friend's apartment and was like just, you know, chilling and stuff like that. And me and Lisa had, you know, we clicked, we hit it off. So we exchanged numbers, exchanged social. Happened like, it's 2021. This happened back in like 2016. Yeah, this happened like 2016, like the beginning of 2016. No, where's the end? This was like the end of 2016 or whatever, like close to the end. But we ended up like getting really cool. We weren't like so cool that we was hanging out and stuff like that, but we were definitely like texting. Like checking in with each other, blah blah blah. So fast forward, I moved back to Charlotte. Now it's 2017. I moved back to Charlotte, and her and the mutual friend, they end up falling out. And mind you, I'm cool with the both of them, so like I don't really like being put in situations like that because for me, I like to stay neutral and stuff like that. I'm not choosing no sides. Like, we too grown for that. I was more so the one advocating for them to like talk it out and like hash it out, you know. But Lisa is too busy running her mouth to me talking about the mutual friend, and I'm just like, I don't like, please stop. Like, I don't want nothing to do with this. Like, stop it for real. I don't want nothing to do with this or whatever, because just don't put me in that. Like, that's awkward. I don't even know what their beef was about, but it just got so serious that they was really not, like, they was not messing with each other. Like, there was no, like, getting back together, like, you know, being cool again. Like, they were just acting like, oh, it was just impossible. So I was like, okay. Me and the mutual friend somehow stopped talking, and I kind of think she cut me off, which is crazy because it's like, why would you cut me off? Like, I didn't have nothing to do with this or whatever. Was it because I was still talking to Lisa? Damn, I almost said her name, y'all, because I was still talking and cool with Lisa, and I wasn't sure if, like, you know, she was one of the mutual friend was one of those girls who was like, no, I need to pick her side and stuff like that, because again, I don't pick sides. We all friends. I'm gonna stay neutral in the situation, because at the end of the day, I mess with you and I also mess with you. So, like, leave me out of y'all drama, because that don't got nothing to do with me. The reason why I felt like the mutual friend cut me off, I'm sorry I'm not giving her name, y'all, but like, this story doesn't really like have much to do with her, just like the background part does. So I don't really want to give her name. But the reason why I had felt like the mutual friend cut me off was because, like, we used to text and like snap each other heavily or whatever, and then out of nowhere one day, like, I just couldn't find her. Like, she blocked me or something, and I was like looking for her and stuff like that, and I couldn't find her, like, nowhere. My texts weren't going through and shit like that. So pretty sure she blocked me, but that's not a story for here and now. Okay, it's a little later in the year. Me and Lisa are super tight, y'all. Like, when I say super tight, like, she's coming to Charlotte to my house to visit me all the time. Like, we're constantly on FaceTime or whatever. She's constantly coming down here. We hanging out. It got to the point, like, she was cool with my family, y'all. Like, my family messed with her. She used to stay the night at my house. We were even, like, me and Lisa was even talking about moving in together, y'all. Like, looking at apartments. She was coming from Greensboro to Charlotte to look at apartments with me, because we was trying to move in together. Like, that's how close we were, y'all. Like, we were close, y'all. We was close. Like, when I say close, like, me and baby girl was close, okay? Like, we were close. As our friendship went on, there were just a few instances and different situations where I just started thinking, like, my really kind of drama for real. You know what I mean? Like, y'all. So it was that whole situation that she had got into with our mutual friend, right? So that was that. But she always used to get into it with other girls too, and y'all, like, out of nowhere, she would just be like calling me. Mind you, I don't know what's going on, but she would just be calling me. She put me on three-way with like with some girls that she on the phone like arguing with or whatever, like la 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 da 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 da. And I'm like, what's going on or whatever. And she like, yeah, Kai, cause you know these got me da 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 da. Like, we won't come there and run up on them and shit. And I'm just like, run up on, like, first of all, can you at least like fill me in on like what's going on right now? Like, let me know what's going on right now, because I don't know. Like, I'm clueless. And you just put me in this situation. I don't even know these people. I don't know the background story. You're not telling me nothing. Like, then you talking about some, we go pull up. Like, I don't drive. I'm in Charlotte. You in Greensboro, girl. Like, what are we doing? It happened like several times, y'all, where she would just like be getting into arguments with people or whatever. Next thing you know, I'm on the phone on three-way, cursing people out with shit. They cursing me out, like telling me what's up, or we all texting and stuff, like just kind of craziness. And I didn't like that. I would just always be on the phone with the fucking stuck face. Like, this is wild. Like, this is crazy. That happened a couple times, and I just started realizing, like, my girl is kind of a basket case. Like, she's kind of all over the place. And I knew she had like kind of just been through stuff, because she didn't have the best relationship with her mom, and she had a crazy ass ex-boyfriend, y'all, like crazy ass ex-boyfriend or whatever. Couple times that she came down to Charlotte, she was always trying to go out. And like, at this time, I wasn't really on the like club scene, hookah scene, da 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 da. Like, I wasn't doing none of that. I was 20 years old, y'all. I had never been to the club, like none of that. That just wasn't my scene. And honestly, just recently, like 2021, I started going out and stuff. When everything started opening back up in Charlotte and stuff, that's when I started like going out. There was this one time where it was my son's second birthday, right? And they were having Greensboro night or something like that at this club called White House. I don't think it's still open or whatever, but at the time it was like a really popping spot. The party had happened to be on the same day as my son's birthday. So like, of course, she came down to support. She came to his birthday party. I don't believe she got him a gift or anything. Like, I don't recall that. Not that that's important, but still, you know. I believe it was at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it was at Chuck E. Cheese. But she came and stuff. But the entire time she was there, y'all, I just kept feeling like she was trying to rush to leave, which was kind of like irritating me. This is my son's party. Like, I'm not cutting his party short for anything, and damn sure not to go to no club and be around people one I don't want to be around, and that's that. Like, leave me alone. So and quite honestly, I feel like she didn't even really come down to support him for his birthday or whatever. Like, I don't even feel like it was like that. I feel like she more so came because of this club night that she wanted to go to so bad, like because somebody had invited her to a section or something, I believe. But yeah, so y'all, I still got the videos from like the night we had came back to my house or whatever, and we were like taking shots and stuff like that. Yeah, and I'm not even a drinker, y'all, so that just tells you enough. And I was damn sure tipsy. We had ended up going to this hotel that was like right down the street to meet up with her people. The White House was like right down the street, so we ended up driving with them, or driving behind them and stuff. And it was kind of like all over the place at first. And like, one thing I don't like is like, I don't like stuff like that. Like, I like stuff to be planned out. Like, oh, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. Like, I just don't like to go somewhere and everybody not really know what the hell is going on. I'm not gonna lie, it was a cool night, but it was my first time at a club, so I really wasn't feeling it. Like, people was groping me. Like, you know how you pass somebody in the club and they just be so packed in there that people like touching on you and stuff. And then there was like a couple instances where like we walking past people and I'm like behind her, like, you know, holding her hand and shit, and we going through the crowd, and like a few people knew me and I didn't even know who was saying my name. And y'all, like, they knew me because they were saying Kai Asia. They weren't just saying Kai. And Kai Asia is actually my full name, guys. So yeah, and I'm like, well, that's kind of creepy, you know, because it was black as hell in there, and people saying my name. I don't know who, like, saying my name left and right, and I don't even know who the hell it is. A few weeks go past or whatever, and now, like, you know, we still cool, but at this point she's just kind of starting to irritate me a little bit, because it's just like every time she's coming down she wants to go party and stuff like that, and I'm just, that's not me. Like, that's not me, that's not my scene. Like, I really like to be in the house. Like, I like to be in the house. If we go out, girl, let's go out to eat, let's get cute, take pictures, like, let's have girls night at home. Like, that's me. That's me. I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to do those things. If I'm in the club, it's because I want to be there, but it's very rare because I really just don't be feeling that whole atmosphere. You know what I mean? And then, not to mention, bitch, I can't dance. I cannot dance. So what am I doing? What am I doing? This had to take place in October because I had started talking to my new little boo or whatever, right? So, and I started talking to him in October 2017. So, like, I'm pretty sure this is when this all happened because he was in the picture. Weeks go by, she comes back or whatever to spend the night. She's steady talking about how she want to go out, she want to do this and that, and I'm already letting her know, like, girl, I'm not really on that. Like, I have honestly already made my plans for tonight. Like, my little boo coming over, we about to just like chill and like hang out in his car. We about to just do that. And she really wasn't feeling that. She just kept trying to persuade me to go out, and I was like dead set on hanging out with my boo. Like, that's what it was. And I kept telling her, like, no, girl, like, I'm not trying to go out or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to do that. So we go to the mall. It was me, her, I'm pretty sure I had my son, and then my little sister Kayla, and the girl Lisa. So she's steady looking for party club clothes, and I'm just looking like, well, I guess she must be going out with somebody else, because I keep reiterating to her ass, I'm not going nowhere. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. You won't find me out anywhere, because I'm not doing it. This is when, like, around this time, this is when everything starts to get kind of crazy, because now she's getting irritated with me and I can feel it, but I'm still just like, I mean, I don't care. I kind of told you before, I told you before you even got here that I wasn't really on that, and I guess you thought you was gonna come here and persuade me into doing something I don't want to do, and I'm not a person that gets persuaded easily into doing things I don't want to do, like, because I'm straight up say, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You won't catch Kai doing it. I'm not doing it. So we're in this store or whatever, and she's trying on all these different club clothes and stuff, And you know, she's in the fitting room and trying on all these different things, and then she tries on this like jumper. And first of all, it was irritating me because she kept calling the jumper a dress. And I'm like, girl, that is not a dress. It's a jumper. Like, call it what the fuck it is. Call it what it is. Call it, y'all, my dog looking at me like, what in the world? But yeah, I'm like, sis, call it what it is. Like, this is not a dress. This is a jumper. So that was kind of pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie though, it was really cute. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say it was like blue or something, and it had like rhinestones all over it or whatever. Like, it was really cute and it looked really good on her. Now we're on the way home, and still she's trying to persuade me into going out, and I'm just like, girl, I'm not going out. So we get back in my house, and she being all ilky and stuff like that, and I'm just really annoyed. But I'm just like, girl, like, I don't understand why every time you come here you think we about to go outside. Like, that's not me, that's you. And if that is you, like, if that's something you want to do, you need to meet people here that do that as well. Like, yeah, not me. And it's just like real tense between us or whatever. She not really feeling me because I don't want to go out, and I'm like, well, oh well, I'm not going nowhere. So I'm still in a good mood. I'm still trying to talk to her, and I'm like, yeah, well, we can go do this, we can do this tonight, but like all of this within the house, because I don't want to leave the house. So my boo ends up coming over. I wanted her to meet him because, I mean, at this point, she's my best friend, you know what I mean? Like, we like this. So, you know, I want you to meet my new dude that I've been talking to you about this whole time. I'm just like, well, come on, like, come downstairs or whatever. I told him, like, you're here, you're with me. He said it's cool if we all sit in his car. Come on, let's go, because I want you to meet him. And she like, no. And I'm like, you sure? You know, She's like, no, I don't want to go down there. I'ma just sit in the bed. Mind you, she's in my room, in my bed. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm in the car with my boo and him, just going, you know, talking and stuff like that, caking up, blah blah blah, you know, the usual. We sitting in the car, and like all of my family's home. My mom, my two sisters, my niece, my son, you know, my little brother, my stepdad, like everybody's home. And I'm outside with, just go call him Dominicano, because like that's my little Dominican thing. Okay, I see that she's on Snapchat posting or whatever. So I'm like, because I know she's upstairs in my room, in my bed, like literally in my room, in my bed. So I get on there, and you can tell that she's writing, because, you know, it'll be like all black, then have that little gray strip, or like that little strip of writing that you can see through the like little circle or whatever on Snap. So I'm looking like, okay, so I'm clicking it. You will never guess what she was doing. Y'all, y'all, and even when I think about it to this day, I just get so fucking hyped. Like, y'all, this me in the car, like, yo, let me at her. Like, y'all, this sis is really in my bed, in my house, talking shit about me while I'm outside in my driveway. Y'all. She's literally on Snapchat talking cash shit about me. Like, mad shit, y'all. Talking mad shit about me. And I'm just like, hold up, huh? So I exit off of it, and then I go right back to that shit, because I'm like, yo, I know I'm not tripping. So I'm showing my Dominicano. And he's like, yo, that's wild. And I'm like, yo, I'm about to go in there and fight her. Like, I'm about to go in there and really show sis what's up, because I know you not in my house, in my bed, talking about me. Like, I know you know better. Like, I know you, out of all people, you know better. Like, I kind of am a confrontational person, but not really. I only get confrontational when I need to be. And in this situation, like, I needed to be fucking confrontational, because sis really had me fucked up. Like, you really had me fucked up. Not in my house, in my bed, talking about me while I'm outside. So you can go take your ass back to where you came from, because don't play me. This entire time, I'm like, I was telling you I'm not going nowhere, and and you on Snap talking shit about me, talking about some,
I need better friends, I need new friends or whatever. I'm tired of this lame shit. Every time I come down here, it's just really on some lame shit. I don't never have fun. I need new friends. I'm about to cut everybody off. how you got company but you outside or whatever. I'm in here with your son.
I'm just like, what? Like, huh? What? At this point, like, I am hot. Like, I'm hot. I want to get out the car. I want to go up back in the house or whatever. And my Dominicano was saying stuff to me like, no,
chill, don't fight her or whatever. You just know what you got to do. Like, cut her off. You just got to cut her off.
And I'm just like, yo, blood is boiling, because it's just like, yo, how dare you? How dare you? You are in my house. You ate my food today. You're in my bed. You don't have to be here. When you said you wanted to go out, I told you I wasn't going anywhere. I had already had plans. Really hyped, because I just was like, yo, again, how dare you? Like, after everything that we've been through or whatever, I'm always sticking up for you. Like, how dare you? Like, the fucking audacity. It was the audacity for real for me. My Dominicano was like calming me down, blah, blah, blah. So then he leaves or whatever. When I go in the house, I don't even go upstairs. I go straight to my mom, and then my mom ends up like, she was downstairs because her room was downstairs at this house. And I'm in there talking to her, and then my two sisters come in the room or whatever, and I'm telling them like everything that's going on. I'm showing them like the snaps or whatever that she got up, and they like, what? No, that's crazy. And I'm like, Mom, I'm about to go upstairs. I'm about to drag her down these stairs and whoop her fucking ass. Like, I'm about to whoop her fucking ass. And my mom's like,
no, it's okay. Like, don't even do that. When she gets up to leave or whatever, just let that be that. Like, don't even like do all of that.
Y'all, I don't even know if I ended up staying in my room that night, because I just was so heated with her. And I just was like, just how dare you, yo? Because I don't want to go out, you on social media talking about me. And not only that, you know that we are friends on social media, so whatever you post, I'm gonna see it. So it was like, you really didn't give a fuck about how I felt seeing that. You didn't care how I was gonna feel seeing that. You decided to have a bold moment, so I wanted to have a bold moment too, and I wanted to fuck your shit up. But being that I'm a bigger person than that, I'm really a bigger person than that, I decided, you know what, my son is here. I'm gonna be a grown up, and I'm gonna keep it cool, and I'm gonna keep it kosher. I'm gonna respect my mother's house. She's already asked me, don't fight this girl in her house, and I'm gonna respect it. So the night passes, so the next morning comes, me and my sister, me and Kaylee, we're already up. We in the bathroom and stuff, and she wakes up and she's like packing her stuff or whatever, acting like everything's cool. I'm not saying nothing to this girl, like nothing to her. I was just really giving her the cold shoulder, because it just was like, yo, like, I just really can't wait for you to leave. Like, I didn't say nothing to her. So she ends up leaving, and I had already had my text message, like, y'all, long ass text message. Like, I had already had it written out for her. As soon as she hit that door, I sent that shit. I basically was like really just blanking on her ass, like, yo, I've done everything for you. I've had your back this entire time when people told me don't be your friend. This is this. So how dare you like stab me in the back and talk shit about me because I don't want to do what you want me to do. I don't want to like go out and party. Like, that's just not the life I live right now. I think she was like 3 years older than me too. So like, I'm 20 at the time, and she's like 23. I believe she was either 22 or 23. I don't know. But yeah, and I'm like, so just how dare you? Like, and then you're sitting up in my home, in my bed with my family who, like, you know, like really messes with you, and you go do this old fuck shit. Like, that's some real crazy shit. And I'm like, yo, you was really a toxic ass. Like, you really toxic, and you don't get it. Like, it's not everybody else. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. You need to take a look in the mirror, and you need to reevaluate yourself, because you're the issue. Like, it's really you. It's nobody else. Take accountability, because at this point, it's really you. You have issues. You have issues. You do. So, honestly, that was that. I ended up blocking her after I sent the text message. That was just like a really crazy time for me with that whole thing. And y'all, I was really sad because, again, like, y'all, like, me and her were super close, and I was just so mad that that's how like our friendship had to end. So like, I believe it was last year, 2020 or whatever. Mind you, this happened in 2017, like the beginning of October. I actually, like, you know how like on Snapchat your memories pop up? I started reminiscing and everything like that again, and I just was like, yo, like, let me go reach out to her just to make sure that she's doing okay, because quite honestly, y'all, like, she really used to go through it. She wasn't in the best living situation. Her and her mom, they didn't have the best relationship, so I really more so was just like wanting to like catch up with her and stuff like that. So I hit her up on Instagram, I DM'd her, and I was like, hey, like, I just want to check on you, make sure everything's going okay, whatever. Again, me being a bigger person, because I really hold grudges. Like, one thing about me, like, I give you so many chances, and then when I finally cut you off, like, y'all, I just be like, shit, whatever happens to you, happens to you. Like, I don't really give a fuck. But I'm really trying to be that person that doesn't hold grudges. And my mom's been telling me, like, you know, if you really want to be friends with somebody, whatever, you really miss somebody, reach out to them, let them know that you still care. So that's what I did. We both end up following each other on Instagram or whatever, and then like a few days later, I go, like, I remember she posted something, I liked it, I believe, and then I go to her page, and y'all, she had unfollowed me. And I just was like, that's funny. You just followed me like a couple days prior, and now you've unfollowed me? That's suspicious. That's rather strange. So I just was like, you see what I mean? Like, I'm trying to have a heart. I know you be going through stuff. I'm trying to have a heart and reach out to you because I still care about your well-being, and you doing some old crazy, weird, fuck, toxic shit still. So I just was like, yeah, at this point, I am good on you. So again, I blocked her like on all social media or whatever, and I just was like, yeah, because I can't do it. Like, this toxic shit, it's just not for me. I don't want to be friends with somebody like that who's just, and y'all, she was just really fucking conceited. Like, she would make you feel like, you know, it's not her, it's you, or it's everybody else. And again, toxicity. If you have friends like that, remove yourself. Earlier this year, like back in January, the mutual friend that I had met Lisa through, she hit me up like out of nowhere, y'all. And I hadn't talked to her since like 2017. So it was kind of like random, not gonna lie. And I was just like, what in the world? And like the way she hit me up was like her sending me this long text talking about Lisa. And I'm just like, like, who we talking about? That would have been the last person that I would have thought about, because it's like, I didn't even know y'all was still cool. But basically, they had become cool again after all the other times that they had fallen out. And they ended up falling out again. And the mutual friend was just talking about how, like, really crazy Lisa is. Like, just really flat out crazy. And I'm like, girl, I already know. So I shared like a little bit about me and her situation, because she, the mutual friend, didn't really know how me and Lisa had fell out or whatever. Girls can really be grimy, and girls will really do you dirty. And I just don't got the time for it. Like, I'm not that kind of friend. You don't need that in your life, okay? I'm telling you, the minute you remove a person like that, your life will elevate. And when I say elevate, like, y'all, after I've removed all these like toxic friends that I'm gonna tell you about, and all of these like and all of my story times to come, like, my life has elevated because I'm no longer with the bullshit. You know what I mean? And sometimes you outgrow people, and that's okay. It's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to cut people off that have wronged you, because if you continue to allow them to, you know, treat you the way they do or whatever, they're just gonna think it's okay because you're steady allowing them to do these things. So I definitely say things that I've learned from this situation is always stick up for yourself and call your friends out on their bullshit, okay? Call them out. Don't just let people walk all over you or whatever. If you don't want to do something that somebody's trying to make you do, don't do it. You don't have to. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. It's also okay to be there for your friends, but then there's also a thing where your friends will take advantage of you. And for me, that's the lesson that I've had to learn. Like, my friends have taken advantage of my kindness for so long, to the point where I'm okay being by myself. If you like this video and you want to see more story times, make sure you subscribe to my channel for one. Like this video, give me a thumbs up, okay? Share it with your friends, your family, your best friend. Make sure you leave a comment. I want to know about you guys' toxic stories, and I want to know, like, how would you have reacted, y'all? Like, tell me if I was being a bad friend or whatever. Tell me what you would have done in a situation like that if your best friend is in your house talking shit about you while you outside in the car. Like, tell me what you would have done in that situation. Tell me about any toxic friendships you've had. I gotta go get my baby now, so I'm kind of in a hurry, whatever, trying to rush through this little video. I hope you enjoy, and I can't wait to put out another video. I need your feedback to know what kind of content you guys are looking for from me. You know what I mean? Again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, it's nothing but love, peace, and happy vibes from me to you. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.
Tonight